The human eye. Today we're looking at how you can take a solid photo of your eye, no matter what kind of camera equipment you have or anything like that, but then also how to edit that image. So we're going to take a look at it today, and I took a few photos. This was a little while ago when I took these, and I just came back across these images, and I thought, oh, I never did that finishing project here. So I have some photos here, some of my wife, some of me. We were like getting ready for our day or getting ready for work, so these definitely aren't like, oh wow, glamour shots or anything like that. But I think we can find something neat in here. All right, so we're gonna start with myself here, and we're just gonna look to see the quality or how sharp the image is on my eye. I'm using a very low aperture on this. If we wanted to look at the metadata here, we are shooting with my Canon M50 at 22 millimeters. And then let's see. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's showing a huge amount of detail with the metadata, which is unfortunate. Let's see. It's showing that it's being shot in a RAW format. But from my understanding, I was shooting this at a resolution of 6,000 by 4,000, as high quality as possible. You zoom in and you're trying to get to see how close you can get it on that eye. So let's compare it to different images and select only the ones that we want to keep. So here we go. We're gonna zoom in on these two right here. Both of them looking pretty good. This one actually looks higher quality. We'll select that one for now. Skip to the next image. Zoom in here. I'm a bit closer in this image though. But yeah, you can definitely see that when you're zoomed in real close, you can see that this one probably has more detail than the other. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. These, I think that it's focusing on something else. There's something else, like my eyelid here is in really nice focus, but then this is not. It just shows how tight the focusing can be. You can even tell like how well I shaved that morning, which hopefully I wasn't done shaving that morning because I still have some stuff to get done. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, wow, this is pretty good. That's fairly good. Let me see. What about this one? This is a fairly good image in my opinion. Like the image itself looks really weird, but I think that I'm close enough to the camera, and I think I shot it well enough. These are probably more the images that I like. These two, none of them look like incredibly sharp. They look fine. This one looks pretty clear. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be interesting to see what I end up doing with these images. I think minimizing your glare is going to be important as well. We talked about this in just a recent video that I did about glare. You probably want something as far as glare in there, but both look just fine. This one looks to be a little bit higher quality. Okay, farther away. Whoa, okay. Nah. Not the greatest. This image is probably the one that I would keep as far as just like an image itself. Okay. So then we have images of my wife. Let's see. Definitely not fully in focus there. Not the greatest in focus. Ooh, this one looks interesting. Unfortunately not in focus. This one looks alright. Still, I think we'll probably find something better. Okay. Not super crazy. Oh, that one had a lot of potential there. That one had a lot of potential. Ooh. There you go. There's the shot. Really nice. Really nicely done there. I think one way to look at it is where it is just one of your eyes and you have it just on the side there. Really interesting. And then just all the detail in the side and corners. Very, very good. All right, so that's cool. That's really neat. Looks like we have multiples of that same image. This one looks almost even better. Okay. She's blinking in that one, so that doesn't really help us too badly. Okay. This one I think is probably, well, we'll have to compare between those as well. Okay, whoa. Is that all of them? Yep, looks like that's all of them there. So we're going to go to all. We're going to just select the ones that are flagged and look between these last few images here. Which one is the best? This one looks better. So we will uncheck that one. And then we have these two. No, sorry guys. Yeah, it looks like this one. Looks like this one is your winner. Okay. Cool. And then as far as images for me, let's see. Excuse me, guys. All right. I like that one a lot. This one I just like because it has that in it. Yeah. Cool. I think I'll stick with just this image here. The rest of these are kind of weird and they don't give me too much more quality. All right, so we came down to our two images here that we're going to work on. So what we're going to see is what we could do as far as maybe cleaning up the eyes, sharpening them, things like that. But if you wanted to get an image of an eye or your eye, you know, I think you could do really well. So we have this image here. Looks really good. You zoom in. The quality's not like super crazy amazing on the eyes. You know, you can go and do like sharpening or things like that and try to get to really pop out. This is more of just like an image that looks pretty good. I like it. But if we were to go over to my wife's image, which I think is the one that you would actually use for editing, like the eye, and there you go. I think this could be something that would be really cool. So first of all, what I would think of is let's crop it down. Let's say we really wanted it to just be her eye. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put it right there. I'd like to crop it down so it's less of a distinction on that. Okay, looks like it's pretty well there. All right, so we have that cropped in. I'm gonna undo that actually. I want to give more here. A little bit smaller, a little bit further, a little bit smaller. Still an image that is, you know, 2000 by 2000. So we still have a lot of really good resolution there. Okay, so we got that. Good. If the pupil was like dead center, that'd be really cool. But we'll see how this goes. So what we're wanting is to increase the quality as much as physically possible. I think the pupil, everything, it could have been a bit brighter. That could have been something that would be really neat. Let's go over to color and see what we could do here. I don't think the image itself needs to be changed too much. I think what really we want to see changed is just this portion. So we're going to go to mask, going to select. Excuse me, guys. All right. Select over here, selecting the eye. I think this side's actually pretty much bright enough. But we can brighten this side up, which I think looks really good. All right. I think we can apply that. That looks good. Then I'm thinking of going over here to tools and just removing her eyelashes here. I think it takes away from the image almost. So we can go to spot healing, get it down to whatever size you're wanting. Remove all of this stuff. Oh, come on, guys. Spot healing might not be the best option. It could be clone stamp, depending on what you're working with or what you can use. Okay, and I think what we might do, just to make this image look a little easier, is we could use some vignetting. White, burn, dodge. Lighten actually looks pretty good. Nah. We'll back it up. We'll back it up. I don't think we'll need the clone stamping. Just didn't look right. Didn't look quite right. All right. So we get that all taken care of. Now, as far as for the eye itself, what could we do? You know, what does Magic Color think? It's thinking to make it a whole lot more red, give it a lot more life in it. I agree. I actually do agree with that. So that looks good. Then for the brown, we can make the brown a bit brighter. Let's make our brush size a little larger there. Let's go for the brown, and then we will see what kind of adjustments we can make with it. Okay, so you get the brown figured out. Is brightening going to help? Okay. You also could, not necessarily saturation, it's kind of making it a bit more contrasty. I don't know. It's the question on like, what is your end result or your end goal that you're wanting? That's kind of the tough part. You could like bump clarity. Yeah, you can definitely see how it brightens the image up a good amount. Can we see show the mask again? Yeah, let me try to go around here a bit more. More of the outside. Just a bit more to the outside. Okay, so we got that. It brightens it up a good amount more. There you go. I think overall, I think it's a fun project to work on to get a real solid photo of a person's eye. Also, you know, to note that without the human eye, we wouldn't have photography or anything like it, because, you know, you have to see to enjoy and appreciate the art. But yeah, it's crazy to think that an eye like this is something that is unmatched in the world of photography or videography for what the human eye can do. And yes, there may be some certain specific things that they could say, hey, we've made a camera that can look further or can be sharper or more in focus or something like that, or can see different color spaces that the human eye can't see. But as far as, hey, this is the human lens into the world, and it's pretty amazing. So nonetheless, you guys, I hope this was helpful for you guys to kind of take a look at the way that you take these images. Are, yes, you make sure that you are focused in. I'd recommend just one of your eyes to be in that really sharp focus, and I think it's really neat. Nonetheless, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.